All right, talking Patriots with Andy Gresh. We're getting so close to New England Nation. Hopefully my 3-year-old doesn't interrupt us like he did on our radio spot the other night, but that was pretty funny. All right, listen, I'm listening to Bill Belichick today, drinking my coffee at 8:30 in the morning, and he doesn't discount a platoon at quarterback. And he goes on to say, I'll do whatever's best for the team in any situation. But did that surprise you, Gresh?
In a way it did, and in a way it didn't. And it's funny because I think he does like the certainty of having a quarterback that he knows what he is going to get. And that's a luxury he's had for 20 years. But again, there's the defensive mind of Bill Belichick, Yianni, that has to be looking at what's going on around the league and how his defenses have been tested by move quarterbacks and thinking, man, I got all these toys at my disposal. What can I do offensively and what can I create? Think of this, Jan. They have not had to create anything out of the box offensively in almost 20 years now. They've evolved, but they haven't gotten in the lab and really started creating something new. And that could be exciting with these quarterbacks.
All right, are you one of those people who adheres to the theory if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have 0, the bullpen by committee approach? Do you think ultimately Bill's going to say definitively it's Cam or it's Stidham and roll with them? Because he made that tough choice back in 2001. Once Bledsoe got healthy, he stayed with Brady. Do you think the decision he makes prior to week 1 is the one he sticks with?
I do. I think he's going to name Cam Newton the starter, and maybe he throws Jarrett Stidham in here or there. Remember what they used to do as well during the preseason, Yianni, where all of a sudden in like the 3rd drive, the backup quarterback would be in the game? I don't think that kind of strategy is off the table, even though it's a regular season game, because you do have to get Stidham a little bit of seasoning. And again, that's me assuming that Cam Newton is going to be the starter. But I still think at the end of the day, there's the certainty of this is the guy we're going to rally around. I need all you offensive players to be able to react to him and then slide in Stidham in the right spots.
Outside of the quarterback position, and basically just reading up on the reports from those of us who are at camp on certain days and listening to the Zoom calls, what has your big takeaway been through the first couple days of padded practices?
That it's been as physical this early on. And I kind of like it, quite honestly, because one of the things that I worry about with some of these older players is you got to get your body right. You got to learn how to hit and fall and take the bumps that are going to come during football season. And you can't just do it ramping up knowing you're going to slow down leading into the regular season. So I think Belichick is, let's be physical. Let's get after it. Let's get the soreness out of our bodies. And then we realize how we need to push ourselves.
Is there a certain positional group or player or someone, because we don't have any preseason games, that in a month, week 1, you're going to say, wow, we didn't see this person starting or this person supplanting that person, or any positional battle or anything that you think will come as a surprise to us come week 1?
I think we might be surprised at the mix at linebacker, in part because Hightower is out of there. And I'm not saying that they're going to move Chase Winovich inside. Don't get me wrong, Yianni. But some of the position flexibility at that spot, I just don't know how versatile they are across the board at linebacker. So there might be a name in there, or let's say Kyle Duggar earns his way onto the field and they use him as kind of a safety linebacker hybrid sort of joker, moving him around all over the place. I think that would be something. That's what I'm looking at. And I'll be very interested to see that defensive mix, because when you're having Hightower out of the lineup, now you're either relying on Devin McCourty on the back end to continue to communicate, which he does as well as anybody, but you need somebody up in that front 7 who can handle being able to tell everybody what to do, getting everyone lined up. And maybe it is a little unconventional to start the year based on the opponent, their hunches, and their personnel to start the season.
Yeah, I think Jawan Bentley was saying he may have the green dot, so we'll see how he fills into that role. He was a leader at Purdue, but hasn't had that role yet with the Patriots. All right, he's Yianni Gresh, 6 to 9 nightly on WPRO Radio, host of the Gresh Show nationally, and a member of our New England Nation team. Thanks so much, Gresh.
What's up, Chip?